Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Talking About Sports 1. Today, I am going to be starting a new series where I rank every player on a certain team. Today is going to be the Montreal Canadiens, from worst to best. I'll just give a quick little, tidbit about, each player and share my rankings. Hope you enjoy. So, coming in last place in the 20th spot is Dale Weiss. Not much to say here. 5 points in 23 games for the Habs this year. Not much of a contributor. So coming in second to last place, the backup. I feel like he's the primary backup. Charlie Lindgren. He's only 6 games played. Not great. So second last. Number 18, I have Jordan Wheel. He's another just decent fourth line contributor, just like Dale Weiss. Not much production, almost just kind of there to fill a spot. So Jordan Wheel coming at number 18. So then here at number 17, I have Cale Fleury. He's just the Montreal Canadiens' 6th defenseman. He's still a young player, and he has a good future ahead of him. But as of right now, Cale Fleury, not much to say. Bottom pair defenseman. At number 16, here we were at first real big name of the video. Jesperi Kotkaniemi, 3rd overall pick a few years back. This season failed to produce after an impressive rookie season. Got sent on to the AHL, but expect bigger things from this guy in the future. At number 15, it is Victor Mete, the young defenseman, another bottom pair defenseman here. While he's not offensively gifted, he works hard and plays good defense. I like him. Number 15. Coming at the 14th spot, a flip of this player's number, it is Paul Byron, the speed demon. I remember a few years back at the All-Star game, Carey Price was saying he was the best player on the Habs. Obviously, that's not the case anymore. Decent middle to bottom 6 forward. Number 13 on the list is Brett Kulak. Now, Brett Kulak, he plays with Petrie sometimes. He's not the greatest, and you may be saying, why do you have him this high? Well, in the playoffs this year, he was just really solid, just a really solid, good defenseman, and I think he should stick around with the Habs, and I love to have him on the team. At number 12 on the list, as the 12th best Montreal Canadiens player this season, I have Yoel Armia. Now, good production, especially at the early part of the season. Personally, I think he takes some bad penalties at some bad times, but overall, decent forward. Number 11, the guy who scored a huge clutch goal for the Canadiens in the playoffs, Arturi Lehkonen. He's a great young player, one of the Habs' top rookies a few years back, and honestly, he's matured into a good forward for Montreal. I think any team would be happy to have him. So we get to the halfway point in the list at number 10 with Ben Sherratt, the defenseman who plays on the top pair with Shea Weber. He's just, a good defenseman, a big rock, throws the body around, just a great player overall. We're at the 9th spot in the list, and that goes to Jonathan Drouin. This guy is a natural scorer with amazing talent. I'm still not in love with the trade of him and Mikhail Sergachev, but I think he has a good future, and he's good right now, so overall, number 9. So the number 8 player, the young stud Nick Suzuki, he's going to be so good. This season, he was very, very productive for Montreal. Any Montreal fan will say that they're very happy to have him on the team. He's going to be such a good player in the future, and is pretty good in the present too. So at number 7, we have the defensive stud, Phillip Danault. He is a center, but he's a great, great, great two-way player. I could see this guy maybe even contending for a Selke in the future, and I'm just really happy to see Phillip Danault on Montreal. Just outside the top 5 at number 6, we have the guy who I think will make a great captain once Shea Weber retires, Brendan Gallagher. I love Brendan Gallagher. Every Montreal fan does. This guy, he plays hard, plays his heart out. He can score, he can pass, he can play the body. He's just that feisty stud that Montreal needs. Entering the top 5 at number 5, it is Jeff Petrie, the defenseman. And wow, was this guy clutch this year in the playoffs. He scored some huge goals for Montreal. And he's just a good two-way defenseman, very underrated in my opinion. Wow, did the number 4 player here, Thomas Tatar, have a breakout season. 61 points in 68 games, almost a point per game, leading scorer on the Montreal Canadiens by a long shot. He comes in here at number 4 only because it's a big breakout season for him, and I'm just not quite sure if he can keep up the production that he's been putting out. At number 3, it's Max Domi, the former London Knight. And you may be thinking, why is he over Thomas Tatar? Well, for 2 reasons. Last season, he had 72 points. And this season, he's had good production. He's kind of carried it over. And the other reason is because Max Domi is that type of guy who can get under the opponent's skin, play physically, play well, and I like him. That's why he's number 3. Now, the number 2 best Montreal Canadiens player right now, I think it is Shea Weber. This guy is big, skilled, and toolsy. He has what I believe to be the hardest shot in the NHL. I mean, he shot a puck through a net. That is just crazy. And he's can play the body really well. He's just a really good defensive stud that anyone would love to have. And then at number 1 for the best Montreal Canadiens player, I have Carey freaking Price. This guy, he's carried the Montreal Canadiens for so long, and he's just been a stud in net. And I think at his peak, Carey Price is without a doubt the best player in the league. Not the best player, the best goalie in the league. So I think you saw that type of old school Carey Price carrying the Habs in the playoffs this year, and I'm so excited to see what he can do in the future. So if you've made it to this part in the video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. This was ranking every Montreal Canadiens player from worst to best. I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.